Hey, it's Keith. What's up? So I excuse me, just woke up, walked out to the beach. I am in Kamala Beach, Phuket, Thailand. This is, in a way, our last stop. We're going back to Chiang Mai for 2 or 3 days, and then that's where we leave from. Met all these doggies out here on the beach today. That one's really awesome. So this is an interesting video about some things I'm feeling. And I want to say ahead of time, this video is going to probably be a little extreme for some people. And this is like, my blog has moved on to really me not teaching, about me teaching myself and expressing myself and being about my journey. And of course I'm making it public as I do, and allowing people to peek in on what's going on in my head, what I'm thinking. For inspiration, maybe just because they're curious about stuff and whatever. So I already thought of the title of this video, and it's Addicted to Food, Addicted to People, Addicted to Situations, No More. And so I might take the addicted to situations out if it's too long for the title, but no more. And I kind of have a high level. I'm not really operating anymore from addictive places, but I kind of drop back into them occasionally. And a lot of this has to do with healing for me. Because I had learned this from Truth Calkins, or I think he was the one that brought it through into my awareness of, like, while you're aware, do everything that you can in this life to move yourself forward. Don't get complacent. Again, this is me talking to me, like having a little rap, so, and you're just peeking in, okay? Don't get complacent. Don't get stuck. Don't get apathetic with, like, oh, I'm doing enough. It's never enough. And there's points in your life where you can do this. You can just really pour it on to yourself and make great achievements in great situations. The eating for me has not been the best here. And it was when I originally made the plans to come to Thailand, and when I say not the best, it's not real easy being a raw vegan in Thailand. It is if you're a fruitarian, and I'm not a fruitarian, far from it. In fact, I did one day of eating fruit just to see, and I ate some of the best stuff there was. Don't like it. It just doesn't feel like it's filling for somebody that's maybe my age. Not filling, but nutritionally dense. So, but I've been in a lot of situations here where it's just been no real food. Some of the places that we've set up have been not having kitchens. I'm going back to, as soon as I get back home, I'm going to 100% old school raw, which is a lot of sprouting. I'm juicing. I was doing a lot of that already. And I'm not caring what people think. I'm not giving in to situations at all. And I've been teaching some vegan classes. They started out as raw vegan classes, and just the whole concept of raw vegan is kind of too much for some people because they're addicted to food. And then some of us that really know how to prepare food or want to be around people, it's kind of like you just got to stand your ground. Want to be around people, sharing things. It's a great condition, isn't it? I love people, but there's a hermit monk guy inside of me. And Jason, the non-vegan that I'm here with, is I have a lot of vegan friends, and I can tell you that he's the one person that has been around me for a long time and I can travel with, even though he's not into the food. Really not. He's addicted to food, he's emotionally addicted to food, and this comes down to strength within of, these things, these, relationships, of getting together with somebody, and then all of a sudden everything that was powerful about that person when they were alone gets thrown to the creation of the third person when two people get together. When two people get together, there's two individuals and there's a third person. And that's pretty clear in the tarot with the number 6 of the major arcana, the Lovers. There's a third being that's created, and that third being is a compromise of the two people. So I'm not into that. And after I got out of my relationship with Jason, which is going to be at the end of this summer 8 years, it took me a long time to really get away from, I want to be in a relationship and I want to do this. And as I empowered myself more and more, and I just got to this point where it's like, I love being alone. I love doing what I do. I love having a regular spiritual daily practice, and of being into the stuff where I don't have to explain what I'm doing. And it's not, maybe it's not for everybody, but it's just having more of an understanding. The situations that we're addicted to is coming into places like Thailand and being on airplanes and being on boats where you just feel a little bit insecure, or being in a place. A lot of this in certain times. We got lost yesterday looking for that raw vegan place, and it was a little bit maddening. And some of those things are okay. Those are kind of like shamanic experiences. We got really lost, found out where we were, came back, and then we still couldn't find the place. And I knew Jason got really aggravated with stuff, and I was just like, we could eat wherever. And I said, I'll either not eat or you just take care of it, because I don't want you to have a blowout. And so, yeah, I hope this video is helpful for me. I'm not sure if I said what I said what I wanted to say, but yeah, there's a reason why in the spiritual past, in the ancient times, that people that were on a journey, it's a rejection of society and all the things that society values, and that's not necessarily a bad thing. Society knows it's failing. Consume, buy, behavioral meds, addicted to the news, addicted to war. There's many great things though. I'm big into my family. I have a strong family, and they're the least people that I fight with my journey, with food and with the things that I need to do. So that's really kind of half the battle. Maybe 3/4 of it for some people. They just get a lot of crap from their family. Anyways, I think I'm done. I'm struggling now for words. But I love being here in Thailand. It's beautiful. I learned a lot of humility. I'm not leaving yet. A lot of humility, a lot of gratitude for what I have on the West Coast. I wouldn't want to live anywhere else in the United States. I would not want to live in any other country. There's cool things about here. A lot of daily lifestyle, spiritual practice that these people have. The United States is pretty well void of any real spiritualness, in my opinion. And all of those things are going to come to the forefront of all the experiences that I've had here in Thailand, of realizing that, there's so many people that are conspirator type people and stuff that think that we're not free in the United States, or we're not free in the West, and there's all this stuff going on. And people want to be taken care of. What's going on with the government is a reflection of the apathy that people feel. If they took charge of their government, they showed some interest, things would not be the way they are. I know that firsthand, and if you took value in the things, and this is a big, maybe a little place to close out at, you know. I just watched an interview with Noam Chomsky that took place on May 16, or was uploaded on May 16, of saying that there's two major threats that still threaten us. Environmental catastrophe and nuclear war. And everything is a reflection. People's bodies are an environmental catastrophe. The addiction to sugar, and it's in the vegan community. Fruit is sugar. It's a disaster. It's a disaster. Parasite brain. It's not good for you. Getting long. Support me by supporting my music. I'm not sure if this said something. I'll have to listen to it back. Support me by supporting my music. Buy CDs directly from me through my website. That's the most appreciated. Download digital. I'm going to probably, when I get back home, I'm going to make everything free because I have a new record coming out. Secondculture.bandcamp.com. And then online, I'd like to start communicating with more people, email, and communicating with people directly on this as like an alternative to Facebook of sharing ideas. I encourage you to leave comments below. I try to answer everything. I do answer everything eventually. Sometimes it's a little busy. I don't have Wi-Fi, whatever. Second Culture, second-culture.com. All right, it's Keith. Namaste. Bright blessings from Kamala Beach, Phuket. I love you much. Bye.